there, I'm Chris Berman. We got a lot of games to cover, so let's get to it. In our first game this week, we had the Jets stroll away with a 14-point win. Bernard Berrien stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. Rudy Johnson ate up over 100 yards on the ground and helped his Bengals beat the Browns. In the nation's capital, Washington, D.C., we had the Redskins get squeezed out by 4 points. Down in New Orleans, we had the Saints get squeezed out by 4 points. The Eagles' defense came away with 4 turnovers in their win at Tempe, Arizona. We had a big injury in this one, and Trey has the lowdown for us. Trey?
All right, Boomer, thanks. In front of you, we've got the AFC Infirmary Report. And as you can see, they were hit hard this week. Edgerton Hartwell might be the biggest loss on this list. He'll be out for the rest of the regular season. There's a chance, however, they'll get him back for the playoffs. In front of you, we've got the NFC list. And as you can see, they could form their own MASH unit. Jeremy Newberry sticks out on this list as one of the more costly injuries. It's a broken hand, and the doctors are saying he'll be out for 5 weeks. On to the serious news of the week. Fred Smoot will miss the remainder of the season. So now that secondary is going to have to really come together if they're going to make up for his absence. Now the big story of the day. Corey Simon will be on the sidelines for a while, and that is not good news for his club. So that'll do it for now. Boomer, back to you.
Bills, Chiefs. Priest Holmes would certainly like to help his team get into the end zone. And he's set 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now looks to bounce outside, does so, gets a block. Touchdown, 10 yards. The Chiefs go on to win this by the final score of 33-21. The Buccaneers won at home, but will take to the road next week to meet the Falcons. Gary Baxter stepped it up this week and gave his team some added firepower for the win. Troy Edwards pulled down 100-plus receiving yards and helped his Jaguars beat the Raiders. In the Big Apple, New York, we had the Giants get sent away with a 7-point loss. Up at Invesco Field at Mile High, we had the Broncos walk away with a 6-point victory. Titans, Texans. Drew Bennett is so dangerous with his speed. The ball at the 27-yard line, and there's a little stutter step, and he's wide open. Touchdown! The Titans go on to win this by the final score of 31-29. The Steelers got 300-plus yards from their offense in their victory at Pro Players Stadium. The 49ers won on the road and will now head home to meet the Cardinals. We had an interesting free agency pickup of note here. Trey's got the lowdown for us. Trey?
Owen is on the move as he gets a contract for what can only be referred to as crazy money. 2 years, $1.1 million.
And last but not least, we had the Vikings come away victorious. So as usual, plenty of surprises around the NFL. And heck, we just got into week 1. My primetime players' game balls go out to these gentlemen, each one with a fine start to the season. That'll do it, sports fans. I'm Chris Berman, and thanks so much for joining us here in the Bristol studios. We'll see you next week right here on ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.